Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So as you guys can see from the title, we are reviewing the latest palette from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is the backwards Vintage Rose palette. This palette I just recently got. I have not tried this brand. This is my first one to try out of this brand. So as you guys know, whenever I try a new brand, I like to at least get two palettes. So I do have a second one that I did purchase, but I wanted to share this one with you guys today. This is the latest release. So I'm here to give you guys the specs, my thoughts, a demo because I'm currently wearing it today, and let you know who I would recommend this palette to. But before we get into the review, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alex. I am an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Project Pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us in our crazy family. And now without further ado, let's get on with the review. Alrighty, you guys. So this is the new Give Me Glow Cosmetics Vintage Rose palette. This brand, just to let you guys know, has been on my wish list for over a year, and I finally have found the time to get a palette, as well as one that I really wanted to. This brand is actually pretty hard to get a palette from. You have to really be on there on time. If not, it sells out super quick. So I don't know how much of quantities they do per week, but I know they restock often. It's a pain to remember. Get on the website to get these palettes, but I finally did it with this one. This worked out. So this palette is a nice, decent size palette. It is beautiful packaging. It is $36. You're getting 8 shadows in total, equal amount of mattes versus shimmers. You're getting 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. You guys can see it is that whole rosy type of palette, not in the sense of it being a rose, but I mean, like, if you look at a rose bush, you're seeing the green from the stems, the pinks, the burgundies, a little bit of copper, this bright one. I really do like the whole aesthetic of this palette. The packaging of it is beautiful. The weight of it, the actual colors that they chose, I think they're beautiful. I've been playing around with this quite a bit, you guys, and really putting it to the test, and I am genuinely loving this brand. This brand has really bumped up there for me because their quality is really good. I would have to say it's almost as if I am playing with Menagerie Cosmetics, but not as super pigmented as they are, and a little bit more expensive, if that makes any sense, because Menagerie Cosmetics still is under $30 and this one's $36. That's what I would compare this to. So if you have Menagerie Cosmetics, have tried them, or have heard me rave about them, then you know this one's up there with it. It's beautiful. You are getting a mirror with it. It is magnetic, and even the weight of it. I feel like this is a really nice weight for it, so I do like it. The only downside of this brand in general is that I don't feel like their prices are the same in the round ballpark. For instance, for the Menagerie ones, they typically run between $20 to $30, $35. I forget what the price is, $29. I don't remember, but you guys know it sticks to that price range. This one jumps. You get in 30, you get in one that's 36, you're getting one that's 54, a highlighter that's a lot more expensive. So you never know where their price range is, which is a bummer because I can't really budget for them as I can for Menagerie, because I know that they're going to be around a certain price range. That's the one downside to this brand that I'm not a fan of. But going back to this palette, I got to tell you, the quality of this is amazing. It's really amazing. I did not make any look out of this without realizing or considering I did not like it. Every look I came out with was different, distinct, but still stuck to its theme that they have in this palette. The green is super beautiful. It actually matches my shirt, hence the reason why I wore this shirt. These metallics are to die for. I have found that if you use your finger, you're going to get that super wet metallic-y look, as if you foiled the shadow. But if you use a brush like this one and just put it in there, it's a very dense and fluffy brush. I would put it on my lid and it gives me more of a wash of color versus being so vibrant. So if you feel uncomfortable wearing a metallic eyeshadow to work or to school or wherever, and you don't want that attention, if you grab a nice dense fluffy brush like this where you could pack on color and you just swipe it over, it kind of diffuses that brightness of it, but still gives you that beautiful color payoff that it has. So that's what I did today, and I really, really do like it. There is really nothing wrong with this palette. I wouldn't change a thing. I think every color goes with each other. You just have to be careful with these two colors. Do not put these two colors together. You will get a muddy mess between them because they're from the same undertones and same depths that you're going to get a brown color, basically, if you match these two. I could see it as well as a quad here, as you guys can see. This could be a quad right here, and this could be a quad right here if you wanted it to. I mixed and matched today. I mix and match in general. It's super beautiful. This color right here took me by surprise. I'm thinking this is like a yellow with a hint of green. In all reality, this is more of a green with a little bit of yellow. And when I put it on my eyes, I thought at first my brush was dirty. And I looked at my brush and I'm like, did I use green on this? And I don't remember cleaning it off. And I'm like, no. So I used my finger and I'm like, oh, wait, it's the actual shadow that is not gold with green. It's green. It's an olivey green with a yellow to it. Super beautiful. Matches beautifully with this. This color right here is by far my favorite inner corner highlight. These type of shadows, they're way too stark white that I can't really pack it on my eyelid, but I love using it as an inner corner highlight. And that's the color that I've been using nonstop as my inner corner highlight. It has a hint of pink to it, so it's not super white, and I do love that color. It's so beautiful. I even enjoy all the names of this palette. You're getting Velvet Petals, Copper Rose, Rust Rose, Blush Pink. Super pretty. I love the whole theme of this. Genuinely and honestly, I don't have any palette with this type of theme, with this type of color combination, unless I make it myself. I don't have anything like this in my collection, and that's saying a lot considering I have a ton of palettes. This is something super unique, super different to my collection. I absolutely love it. Honestly, there is nothing wrong for me to say about this brand, about this palette so far, just by using this palette. I absolutely love it. Color payoff is beautiful. It stays on my lid. It blends like a dream. If you just roll your brush into the shadows, you're going to get enough pigmentation. You do not need to bounce your brush in here. You do not need to swirl your brush in here. You just roll it in here and you pick up just enough product. There is a pickup from the actual, when you put in the mattes, you're going to get a little bit of powder kick up, but that's okay with me. I don't mind it. It's not like where it's ridiculous. You're going to waste product. It's really just dab it in softly and you're fine. Color payoff is amazing on these, but you don't get any fallout on your eyes. I never had any fallout or any issues whenever I would do my eyes. And I've been wearing this palette walking miles with my daughter now that I'm walking more often, and it has lasted the whole time with me sweating. It has stayed put. So I really put this palette to the test. Absolutely enjoy it. And you can actually maybe use this one as a blush if you're fair skin. You can use this one as a highlighter. So it's a little bit of a multitask one as well. So if you, because it's more of a blushy type of palette, you can even use this one as a blush if you're darker skin. So you're getting options out of this, and I really, really do enjoy it. Now, obviously, you guys know whenever I do a review, I like to do demos. So I'm going to share with you guys what I did on my eyes today. First off, I went in with Blush Pink. This is a matte, cool tone pink, very beautiful, sheared out as a actual transition shade. Then I went ahead and went in with Rust Rose. Rust Rose is so beautiful. It has a little bit of a hint of orange coral in it. It's so pretty. Absolutely love it all over the lid as well as a transition shade. And then I went ahead in with Copper Rose. I got to tell you, Copper Rose has really stolen my heart. So beautiful. I really like it. As you guys see, I went in with my finger, but then I blended it out with the brush to make it more a little bit diffused. And then off of my lower lash line, I went in with Rust Rose. And then finally for my inner corner, I went in with Blossom, which is my favorite inner corner highlight. Now, who would I recommend this to? If you have wanted a brand that gives you just enough of what you need, something unique out of the norm of your palettes, this is a really good one. I don't feel like this one, it won't be acceptable in the workforce. It won't be acceptable for school. You guys know what I mean by acceptable, because some people can't accept yellow in your eyes, blues, purples, greens. But these tones, I could see them being more acceptable for the workforce. So this, I don't feel like it's going to be a palette where you can only use on the weekends or special occasions. I feel like this is a good one you can use almost every day. Works like a charm. I feel like this is a beautiful spring palette as well as even a fall winter one. I don't think that this one is specifically for a season. I could see this being used all year round. If you've been dying to try the Give Me Glow Cosmetics formula, I would recommend it 100%. If you love saturation, you love blendability, you love the color scheme, you don't mind big pans of shadow, you like their color stories that they have, I think that their quality is so good. I really do. I am very, very impressed. I'm happy that I never gave up on their releases because I would always get upset that I could never get them. Very happy I finally got one and I got to try it, because this is now a brand where I feel like if they do come out with color stories that interest me, I would be interested in trying more just because I love their formula. Super, super good, you guys. I have found so many indie brands over the past almost 2 years, I think a year and a half now, that I've been really into indie brands again that have blown me away, that I don't feel like I want to buy any more mainstream shadows, just because these are so much better and cheaper and the quality is amazing. So if any of things that I mentioned today is something that you're interested in, I would give this 100%. I don't see many people not liking it unless you're not gonna like the color story and you're not gonna get use out of it. But this one's super good, super beautiful, as you guys can see. Even the actual packaging that it comes in, it's really nice. It goes with the palette, so you don't have to keep the box because you're getting the same type of quality here. 100% my recommendation. Absolutely love it. I can see myself reaching for it, and I don't feel like I would get those looks that I normally get if I do those bright, bold shades on my eyes. This one, I feel like it's a little bit more acceptable. That's what I would call it, instead of using the word wearable. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will list more videos right here, as well as linking this palette down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until then, bye guys.